Welcome to the wild. The lion is one of Africa's most dangerous and renowned predators. It's rightly called the king of the animals, as its innate abilities allow it to feel confident in almost any battle. This predator possesses incredible strength, speed, and agility, making it a serious threat even when alone. However, Africa is a perilous continent, home to animals that can even stand their ground against the lion. Today, we're introducing 6 worthy contenders in a fight against the lion. The mighty African buffalo. First up is the African buffalo, a genus of wild cattle. It's one of the largest bovine species in the world. The weight of some adult males is truly impressive, reaching up to 1 ton. Furthermore, the African buffalo has a formidable temperament and is prone to uncontrolled aggression, especially when it perceives its life to be in danger. Large males separated from their herd pose a particular threat. In their embittered state, they are capable of attacking even more massive opponents without considering whether they can win such an uneven fight. If a lion chooses a buffalo as its victim, it's forced to expend an incredible amount of strength and energy in the hunt. As the African bull is very strong and extremely dangerous, the buffalo's arsenal also includes sharp, rounded horns, which can cause irreparable damage in close contact. Moreover, in adult bulls, the horns on their foreheads are fused together, forming a kind of solid bone shield that sometimes even a rifle bullet cannot penetrate. Considering all these facts, only a group attack against a buffalo is effective. Lions have learned this lesson very well through evolution. That's why they practically never try to attack alone. Even a successful attack by a lion pride is no guarantee of success. Angry bulls try their best to save their kind from bloodthirsty predators. They always try to help their fellow buffaloes as soon as an opportunity arises. Such a heroic defense by the bulls, which gradually develops into an attack, sometimes ends very unhappily for the lion. The buffalo is indeed a dangerous animal and therefore causes great problems, not only for the king of the animals itself, but also instills fear in other predators. Its principled and dangerous character has already been battled by many animals in Africa. In a fight with a lion, the buffalo relies solely on its incredible power and strength, thanks to which it can effortlessly toss its opponents several meters aside. Therefore, the lion alone has little chance of success, and defeat is a very likely outcome of such a fight. The Nile crocodile, the lion's next opponent, also holds the status of a predator and is at the top of the food chain in its habitat. We're talking about the Nile crocodile. It is the largest of the 3 crocodile species found in Africa and the second largest in the world after the saltwater crocodile. A single adult male Nile crocodile can weigh up to 700 kilograms, and that's not even the limit. Its enormous bite force and the position of its teeth in the middle part of its mouth also allow the Nile crocodile to literally tear through the body of any large animal. Often, after grabbing its prey, a crocodile begins to spin rapidly around its own axis, tearing the prey's body into small pieces, a so-called death roll. The hunting tactic of this river monster is quite simple. The reptile cleverly stalks its prey, hiding beneath the water's surface, then rushes out and drags the prey into the water, where it has practically no chance of survival. Bloody confrontations between lions and crocodiles usually occur in shallow water or on land far from water. Under such conditions, the land predator has much better chances of success, especially if the opponent is not very large. Outside the aquatic world, the crocodile cannot maneuver freely, so lions feel as safe as possible. However, if the king of the animals is in the water, crossing a river, danger can await it at any moment. In such a situation, the lion can only rely on its reaction speed and maneuverability. But even on land, it's not easy to kill a crocodile. Since its back is protected by a thick layer of tough skin, it is quite difficult to bite through this natural armor. The only vulnerable spot of the crocodile is its belly, which has a thin layer of skin and is poorly protected. Nevertheless, large crocodiles can entangle not only lions but also other animals much larger than the crocodile in a bloody grip. In summary, if a crocodile manages to lure a lion into the water, the outcome of the fight is predictable. The big cat should not expect good news. The unstoppable hippopotamus. Another worthy opponent of the lion is the hippopotamus. It is a true armored killing machine that knows no obstacles in its path. The average body mass of such a large specimen can reach up to 3 tons, and its body length up to 5 meters. Thanks to these natural gifts, the hippopotamus is not afraid to become aggressive and drive away uninvited guests from its territory, and whoever doesn't have time to flee will be swallowed by a huge mouth. Powerful tusks, up to 60 centimeters long, immediately penetrate the victim, giving it no chance to fight back. The hippopotamus itself is reliably protected from predator bites and other external influences thanks to its thick skin, which can be up to 4 centimeters thick in some places. Thanks to these characteristics, lions are unable to quickly destroy such a formidable opponent. The only way out is to wear down the victim. For a hippopotamus, a single bite is enough to decide the outcome of such a fight. It's no coincidence that even crocodiles, accustomed to feeling like masters in Africa's waters, fear it. Despite their appearance, hippos can move relatively quickly on land, and their aggressive nature allows these animals to confidently confront any enemy. Any opponent of the hippopotamus always feels vulnerable and incapable of offering adequate resistance. Therefore, the lion alone has practically no chance of dealing with this giant. The formidable tiger, the next worthy rival of the lion, is the tiger. In nature, these animals practically do not overlap as they live on different continents. The big cats are almost the same size, but in my opinion, the tiger appears more powerful and stronger compared to the lion. Furthermore, the tiger is more experienced in combat, as it has to hunt alone, which requires not only patience and caution, but also the right skill. In addition, a striped cat is faster and more agile than a cat with a mane. The tiger moves much faster and more powerfully, striking nimbly with both front paws at once. It is also noteworthy that the tiger has quite strong hind legs. A lion can only stand on its hind legs for a few seconds, while a tiger lasts much longer. Due to these facts, the tiger has a good chance of winning a fight against the lion. The indomitable rhinoceros, another rival of the lion, is the rhinoceros. This heavyweight is considered one of Africa's most dangerous animals. The weight of an adult male rhinoceros exceeds 1 ton, and its body length is about 2 meters. Modern rhinos differ from other animals by their large, sharp horn in the middle of their head. It is the rhinoceros's most important weapon and can pierce any opponent with great force. In anger, the rhinoceros poses a serious danger as it is ready to attack any animal or object in its vicinity. Even a multi-ton vehicle that gets in its way cannot stop this monster. Just look at how icily it tosses this unfortunate buffalo. Furthermore, the rhinoceros does not shy away from challenging even the largest land animal in the world, the elephant. As for the lion, the king of the animals will find it difficult to stop such a formidable opponent. Its hide is protected by thick skin that is hard to bite through and fatally injure. A rhino also isn't killed quickly or easily. Therefore, predators in such a fight should rely solely on the long-term exhaustion of the heavyweight. The majestic elephant, finally, there is perhaps the strongest land animal, the elephant. The average weight of the African giant is 7 tons, and its height exceeds 2.5 meters. Occasionally, even larger specimens are found. With such an impressive body mass and size, an elephant can move on land without fearing for its life. Furthermore, it is able to quickly emerge victorious from any dangerous situation, as it distinguishes itself from many animals by its excellent intelligence. Elephants always live in friendly families and rush to help their fellow elephants, even in the most dangerous situations. Moreover, elephants do unlike it when a stranger invades their territory and try with all available means to drive it away. The elephant always sets its own rules, wherever it is. Sometimes other animals disagree with it. However, this doesn't last long. Thanks to its authority, the elephant quickly changes their mind. Lions rarely hunt elephants, for obvious reasons, especially not adult animals. Sometimes, however, a lion pride attacks a young elephant that separates from the herd due to its foolishness. However, such situations are the rare exception to the rule. An adult elephant has no problem driving lions out of its territory, as it is too strong even for an entire pride. This is probably why the elephant has virtually no enemies, as not every animal would dare to attack such a giant. Write in the comments who you think could be a worthy opponent for the lion. Click like and check out our previous episodes. See you!